I've always loved making my home feel cozy, welcoming, and a little elevated, without draining my bank account. I'm not rolling in cash, and decorating gets expensive fast, but affordable doesn't have to look cheap. A luxe-feeling home is about creating a space that lifts you up, makes you proud to host, and makes everyday life better. And there are simple tricks to get that high-end look for less. Today, I'm sharing 15 DIY hacks to make any home look richer without the hefty price tag. Stay with me until the end. The last few are game changers. Create a focal point. Every luxurious room has one element that instantly draws the eye. It could be an accent wall, a striking piece of art, or even a fireplace mantel styled with intention. Without a focal point, a room can feel scattered or unfinished. But with one, even the simplest space feels considered. One of the easiest DIY focal points is an accent wall. The good news, you don't need an expensive piece of art or custom millwork to make it happen. Paint is enough. Try a deep navy, earthy terracotta, or a muted olive to bring depth. If bold colors feel overwhelming, even a slightly darker shade than your current wall color will do the trick, especially if you frame it with simple molding. Another option is to highlight meaningful art. Oversized frames with thrifted art prints or personal photography can instantly look gallery-worthy. A grid of black and white prints adds sophistication, while one dramatic canvas can make a studio apartment feel like it has its own wow moment. And if art isn't your thing, try a practical yet stylish centerpiece, like a console table styled with books, ceramics, or a curated vignette. The point isn't to clutter, but to anchor the room around something beautiful and intentional. A well-chosen focal point transforms even budget furniture into part of a deliberate story. When you create a strong focal point, everything else in the room feels more deliberate, and it sets the stage for lighting that deserves equal attention. Upgrade lighting. Lighting is one of the most transformative elements in a home, yet it's often overlooked. A simple swap from a builder-grade fixture to a pendant light or chandelier can change the entire mood of a room. Even if your budget is modest, a thrifted or second-hand lamp paired with a new shade instantly feels elevated. Think in layers. Overhead lighting should be complemented with softer, ambient sources like table lamps, wall sconces, or even candles. This creates warmth, dimension, and a sense of intimacy. Bright, cold lighting feels sterile, but warm, toned bulbs make any space feel more welcoming. For a designer touch, pay attention to scale and placement. A lamp that's too small can look lost, while a well-proportioned fixture feels purposeful. Even dimmer switches, which are often inexpensive to install, let you control the atmosphere and make everyday moments feel luxurious. If wiring new fixtures isn't in your skill set, don't worry, there are clever DIY solutions, like plug-in sconces or battery-operated puck lights you can place inside thrifted shades. They give the illusion of custom lighting without the cost of an electrician. It's small, but it's a trick designers use all the time. Once the room is bathed in flattering light, the next secret to luxury is texture. Let's add richness you can feel. Lean into rich textures. Walls don't have to stay flat and lifeless. Lime wash paint, for instance, gives a soft, mottled finish that looks artisanal without costing much more than standard paint. If you're not ready to commit, textured peel and stick panels add dimension in a weekend. Consider applying joint compound to create a subtle plaster effect, then painting over it in a warm neutral. This DIY technique creates the same depth you see in luxury interiors. No contractor needed. Even small touches, like painting trim in a satin finish against matte walls, create visual contrast and richness. If you're working with furniture, add texture by reupholstering dining chairs in a boucle or velvet fabric you can staple on yourself. Textiles work wonders too. Linen table runners, boucle pillows, or a woven basket add warmth and variety. Even something as small as swapping a plain cotton lampshade for velvet changes the mood of a space. The magic lies in contrast. Smooth with rough, matte with glossy, soft with structured. When your textures feel layered and balanced, the next natural step is to play with patterns to create even more visual interest. Play with pattern and texture. Patterns add movement and sophistication, but only if done thoughtfully. Try patterned throw pillows with solid velvet ones, or add a patterned wallpaper to the back of a bookcase. Even an inexpensive area rug with a geometric design can completely change a room. Layering different textures, smooth, nubby, shiny, matte, makes the space feel curated rather than catalog-ready. Pair a linen curtain with a brass rod, or a distressed wood coffee table with a sleek marble tray. When mixing patterns, stay in the same color family. This keeps everything cohesive and high-end rather than chaotic. Choose one bold pattern, then balance it with smaller, subtle ones for harmony. Of course, nothing reflects good design, quite like mirrors, literally. Mirror tricks. Mirrors are one of the most budget-friendly tools to instantly elevate a space. A large mirror placed opposite a window can bounce natural light around, making your home feel brighter and more open. If you don't have the budget for oversized pieces, try grouping smaller thrifted mirrors together to create a gallery wall effect. It feels collected and intentional, not random. Shape matters too. An arched mirror leans classic and architectural, while a slim floor mirror adds modern drama. Even simple frameless mirrors can be upgraded. DIY a wood or gold-painted frame for a custom look without the showroom price tag. Don't forget placement beyond the usual spots. A mirror above a console table adds sophistication, while one in a dining area reflects candlelight beautifully during dinner. They not only expand space, but also layer in a touch of glamour. And when light and reflection work together, the next step is to elevate the finer details, like the hardware that ties everything in place. Pick complementary hardware. Swapping hardware is one of the cheapest upgrades with the biggest impact. Trade dated chrome pulls for brushed brass, matte black, or even leather-wrapped handles. If you can't replace them all, repaint them with metallic spray paint or rub and buff to mimic an antique finish. Just make sure they match the overall style. Consistency is key to looking high-end. You can also mix metals strategically, like matte black cabinets with antique brass knobs, to add depth. These little touches make furniture and cabinetry feel custom, not straight out of the box. And once your hardware shines, you'll need a stylish way to organize smaller accents. Enter the humble tray. Style with trays. A tray instantly makes any collection look purposeful. Use one on your coffee table to corral candles, remotes, and books. Try a marble or faux leather tray on your vanity for perfumes and jewelry. The key is restraint. Group in odd numbers and mix heights. A tall vase, a medium candle, and a small decorative object read curated, not cluttered. You can DIY trays by lining an old one with peel and stick contact paper or spray painting it in a chic matte finish. These polished surfaces add that boutique hotel feel at home. Speaking of boutique, nothing feels more polished than fresh flowers or greenery. Display fresh flowers and plants. Fresh flowers or lush houseplants instantly elevate a room. Even a single grocery store bouquet can look expensive if you trim it short and place it in a heavy glass or ceramic vase. If you're worried about upkeep, opt for preserved eucalyptus or high-quality faux stems. They provide that organic touch without constant watering. Cluster plants in decorative baskets, ceramic planters, or thrifted urns to give them a richer look. Adding greenery to bookshelves, side tables, or entry consoles breathes life into your home. Funny how something as simple as fresh stems can shift the whole atmosphere, isn't it? But flowers aren't the only natural upgrade. Let's ditch the plastic elsewhere too. Swap plastic for natural materials. Refined materials, even in small doses, leave a lasting impression. Replace plastic soap dispensers with glass or ceramic ones. Use woven baskets instead of bins, and opt for wood or bamboo utensils in the kitchen. These subtle swaps add texture and authenticity, giving your home that high-end feel. Plus, they're sustainable and last longer than plastic alternatives. Look for affordable second-hand finds like rattan trays, stone coasters, or wood bowls to layer throughout your home. The natural imperfections in these materials make them feel unique. And while we're on sensory upgrades, don't forget scent, an often overlooked luxury. Add a signature scent. Luxury homes don't just look good, they smell good. Layer scents with candles, diffusers, or wax warmers, so your home has a consistent fragrance throughout. Choose warm, subtle notes, like amber, sandalwood, or fig for a sophisticated vibe. Even simmer pots with citrus and herbs can give your space a signature smell on a budget. Place candles in pretty holders, or thrifted hurricane vases for added style. When your home smells incredible, guests associate it with quality and comfort. Once the room feels indulgent, architectural details like wall molding will seal the deal. Classic wall details. Adding molding or trim instantly gives a home that custom, expensive feel. Try peel and stick molding for an easy weekend project. Just paint it to match your walls. Ceiling medallions around light fixtures add old-world charm without costing much. Adding box trim or wainscoting instantly elevates a bare wall with architectural charm. For an even richer look, paint the molding and wall the same color. This monochromatic style feels elegant and intentional. And now that your walls have character, let's bring that same energy to the bedroom. Headboard and bedding. Nothing says luxury like a well-dressed bed. If you don't have a headboard, try an upholstered DIY version with plywood, foam, and your favorite fabric. A soft linen or velvet headboard instantly adds comfort and sophistication, making your bed feel like the centerpiece of the room. Even a large piece of framed art can double as a headboard substitute if you prefer a quicker fix. Upgrade your bedding with crisp white sheets, layered throws, and plush pillows. Choose textures like linen, velvet, or even quilted fabrics for that boutique hotel feel. And remember to iron or steam bedding for extra polish. Invest in a duvet cover rather than a full comforter set, so you can change the look affordably. And don't skip oversized pillows, they instantly make the bed feel grander and more inviting. From a tufted headboard to crisp linen sheets, or even a statement light fixture, there are endless ways to make a bedroom feel luxurious. What about you? If you could only choose one upgrade, what would it be? As we leave the bedroom, it's time to return to living spaces and add a little playfulness with mixed patterns. Elevated throw styling. Remember how we played with pattern and texture earlier? Elevated throw styling is just the next step. Throws and pillows are your secret weapon for adding warmth and style without spending much. Mix solids with subtle patterns, herringbone, plaid, or houndstooth, to create visual depth. Drape throws casually rather than folding them neatly. A blanket spilling from a basket or trailing off the arm of a chair feels inviting and lived in. If you want a quick change for every season, use pillow covers instead of buying new pillows. You'll save money while still keeping your look fresh. And while we're layering fabrics, why not layer rugs too? Layer rugs. Layering rugs adds instant luxury and helps define spaces in an open floor plan. Start with a large, inexpensive jute or sisal rug as your base, then top it with a smaller patterned or vintage rug for contrast. This trick makes even small rugs look intentional and can hide imperfections in older flooring. Plus, it's renter-friendly and easy to swap out as your style changes. Play with proportions. If your top rug is bold, keep the base neutral. The mix of textures feels high-end while staying budget-friendly. Let's now check the ultimate organizer, shelving. Style your shelves. Shelves shouldn't be dumping grounds. Curate them with a mix of books, framed photos, and decorative objects. Use vertical and horizontal stacks to create rhythm and leave some empty space for breathing room. Thrifted ceramics, sculptural pieces, and even DIY painted vases look intentional when arranged thoughtfully. Add small plants or candles to soften hard lines. For a built-in look without the cost, paint your shelves the same color as your wall, or add trim to IKEA units. The result feels completely custom, and with shelving styled to perfection, you've added the finishing touch that makes your home feel more collected, refined, and elevated, all while staying on budget. And if you're ready for even more ways to transform your space without overspending, watch this next video for fresh ideas you can start today.